to bargain with our employer. That's been the tool that's worked for us in the past. We've had sacrifices in the past where things have been bad for the country and bad for the company, where we've given back, and they know that. Now it's their time to treat us fairly.
Hi, I'm Chris Larson, State Senator and Democratic leader from Wisconsin, and I just wanted to say thank you for taking time to hear from me. Wish I could be out there to speak directly to you good folks in Connecticut about what's been happening here in Wisconsin and maybe some lessons that could be learned from that. We've been fighting the good fight here now for over 3 years. And there isn't a day that goes by that we don't think back to what happened in 2010 and had the election shifted in a different direction, the way our state would have continued forward and moved in a positive direction as opposed to the way it's moved back. You got to go back to 2010 and where we were in a downward economy. We weren't feeling as motivated. The base wasn't as excited about the person who was a Democrat, that guy who was stepping out of office as a governor. It's an open race. The other side clearly was motivated. The Tea Party was motivated. And then because of that, they ended up winning and wasted absolutely no time at all in going after the things that we cared most about. And being a freshman at the time, elected to my very first term in office, was stunned at how far they went. These weren't the people we kind of disagreed with. They were 180-degree opposites of where we stood on issues. And day after day, Governor Walker and his Republican allies went after the things we care about the most. Preventing equal pay for equal work, eliminating those protections for the state of Wisconsin was one of the first things that they did. Making it harder to hold corporations accountable, hold victims of crimes accountable, or hold those who hurt victims of crimes accountable. Those things were all rolled back. But it was really the going forward of trying to eviscerate workers' rights and going after public employee unions that really took everybody by surprise. Remember it clearly, we was introduced very quickly. They tried to pass it as fast as they could, and it was that point where finally the state was really starting to wake up to what was going on, that Governor Walker and the Republicans were starting to do things they never campaigned on, and we had to do something about it. And that's where I and 13 other Democratic senators decided to leave the state in order to prevent this vote from moving forward. While the Capitol was filled with protesters, people from all walks of life who had it up to hear with the way the government was going, the way Walker was trying to take it, and we're ready to stand up to them. So there was tens of thousands of people filling the Capitol. Gave us the opportunity to know that we weren't standing alone, that there was a motivated base that was going to speak for us when we left, and that's exactly what we did for 3 weeks. And for those 3 weeks, Governor Walker's numbers started to fall. People started to realize what he was really all about, and it was just about him. It was just about power. It wasn't about the community. It wasn't about the betterment of our state. And because of that, we were able to motivate a lot of people. The recalls took place after that. Tons of money piled into our state, and we were able to retake the state Senate for a short time and hold some of these things from some of the more bad things from happening in our state. But frankly, had we been able to win in 2010 and to motivate that base then, we would not have moved so far back. We would not have a laundry list of things that we're going to have to correct once Democrats do come back into power. And because of that, we are continuing to fight and continuing to make sure that we're motivated every day to beat Governor Walker, to retake the state legislature. And as far as the lessons to draw in Connecticut, it's always tough to motivate folks when there is a downswing in the economy, or when things might not be 100% of what you want. But it's always important to remember that if you are disagreeing with somebody 10% of the time, it's completely different from somebody who you're disagreeing with 90% or 100% of the time, and the way that they're going to take the state. Make no mistake about it, the other side is fearless in their beliefs. They are not backing down. They want to go after public employee unions. They want to go after private employees. They want to go after health care. They want to go after making sure that there's worker protections. They want to go after equal pay for equal work. All the advances, all the things that we take for granted. People think Wisconsin was a strange place for this to start, and it was, because this is the birthplace of public employee unions. This is one of the places where people fought and died, literally died, trying to fight for the 40-hour work week. And we've been having to fight back for those things that we advanced for decades to try and win back where we were. So it's important to get motivated, to unite and work for those things that we believe in. Believe in a stronger community, making sure that people have equal access to justice, and making sure that folks are paid a fair wage for a fair day's work, and that they're not taken advantage of, and making sure that government looks out for the people, not just corporations and the largest donors. So with that, thank you so much for taking time to listen to what happened here in Wisconsin, and hope that you continue in the right direction in Connecticut. Thank you.